Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 23rd July 2025, Aries. Increased enthusiasm for your favorite project may take you in a new direction. You could even decide to change careers in order to devote yourself more fully to what you love doing. Your physical, emotional, and spiritual health should be very good right now. Your quality of life is likely to be improving, so please go with the flow. Taurus. If you're in a committed relationship, expect to feel a new sense of mutual purpose and make some new friends. If you aren't involved, love could come into your life today. You may just think it's about time, but changes in you are attracting interesting people. Children who come into your life now might prove to be natural gurus who help you in your spiritual quest. Gemini. Positive emotions like love, enthusiasm, or optimism that have been suppressed for years could surface today, bringing a new sense of joy and anticipation for the future. This could involve activities that you enjoyed as a child. Don't feel silly if you want to ride a merry-go-round or go to the circus. You should indulge your inner child from time to time, so please have fun. Cancer. Group activities like rallies or festivals could take place in your neighborhood today. You may attend and you could learn some new concepts that give impetus to your spiritual growth. You may run into some old friends you haven't seen for a while. Talking with others could stir your mind in a new direction. Take a walk before you go to bed tonight, or you might not be able to sleep. Leo. The development of a talent that you've neglected could have surprising results. You could find that it's just what you need in order to expand your horizons and catapult you into whatever situation you want to be in. This could lead to an increased income. You're changing inside, and these changes are most likely positive. They may also be reflected in your outer circle life. Virgo. A period of great inner transformation and powerful upheaval in your outer life is coming upon you now. A part of you wants to welcome it and charge ahead, while another part holds back, possibly out of fear or lack of self-confidence. While resistance can delay the change, it can't stop it. It might be best to continue forward in spite of misgivings. Libra. Your intuition should be growing by leaps and bounds. Today you may get psychic messages from everywhere, both personal and universal. This can be a bit overwhelming, particularly if you aren't used to it, but don't fight it, it's a symptom of your inner growth. It should be a very positive development in the long run. It can help turn your dearest dreams into reality. Scorpio. A number of new and exciting relationships could appear in your life now, some of them showing promise of becoming close. Old ones seem to be fading. This can make you a little sad, but it's a process that you can't stop. As you change inside, so your relationships will change. You might attract friends who share new interests, so go with the flow. Sagittarius. Rewards from hard work and dedication could finally be in the midst. You experience the warm feeling that comes from deep satisfaction and knowing that you deserve everything wonderful that's happening. You will want to bask in your happiness with your loved ones. Plan a celebration and share your good fortune with the people who have supported you most. Capricorn. Educational or spiritual growth on your part is likely to attract new friends who would become close companions. There could even be a new romantic partner in the bunch. This comes from the expansion of your mind. The new people should share your interest and turn into companions on your quest for enlightenment. Accept their friendship and move ahead. Don't look back. You can't go back. Aquarius. An increase in your financial status could lead to changes in your household. You might choose to redecorate or purchase new furniture to move to a better place. A household member might move out. Although it seems illogical, the changes in your surroundings reflect the transformations taking place within you. Do not let fear or inertia hold you back. Pisces. Inner transformations is likely to make a big difference in your communications right now. Your relationships could improve because you're more open and honest without being too blunt. You seem to have a greater understanding of the needs and desires of those closest to you. Unfortunately, this process could also involve leaving some old friends behind, so don't fight it. Let them go. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 23rd July 2025. Do have yourself a great day.
আসলে Like my Trini friends, I say, oh gosh, boy, yesterday I was all what bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Today I want not. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday after Carnival. So you understand, right? Anyways, let's go over to the news department. We coming back, yeah? We coming right back.
Good morning and welcome to the news desk. I am Lisa Joseph. Let's look at some of the headlines. A landmark step was taken Friday in St. Lucia's agriculture sector with the official signing of the first ever parametric insurance scheme for banana and plantain farmers. The initiative, backed by a $1 million allocation from the government, promises fast, automatic payouts to farmers in the event of extreme weather like hurricanes or tropical storms.
The banana and plantain farmers are the most vulnerable, especially with regards to wind damage. So we figure out to do the best thing to start with our plantain and banana farmers, and we can expand thereafter.
The insurance model known as REAP, that's Regional Economic Agricultural Insurance Program, marks a shift from traditional insurance by offering payouts based on measurable weather triggers rather than manual damage assessments. St. Lucia's sprint queen Julian Alfred delivered a spectacular performance at the London Athletics Meet, part of the Wanda Diamond League, on Saturday, July 19. Alfred stormed to victory in the women's 200 meters, not only taking first place, but also clocking the fastest time in the world this year. Her winning run now ties her as the 9th fastest woman ever over the distance.
The fastest time in the last couple of years, in fact, and it has put her in the world top 10. More than a second improvement on her previous personal best, which she ran at London last year, 21.82, the national record at the time. 21.86 rather, she ran last year in London. And on that occasion, she actually took silver behind the eventual world, or I should say Olympic champion, Gabrielle Thomas, who ran 21.82, which was a meet record at the time.
In a race that showcased her explosive speed and impeccable form, Alfred set a new personal best, a new St. Lucia national record, and a new meet record, all in one electrifying run. She crossed the finish line in 21.71 seconds. A deadly wave of violence swept across St. Lucia over the weekend, leaving 2 young men dead and another hospitalized. In the early hours of Sunday, gunfire erupted in Marcia, claiming the life of Kwame George. According to initial reports, George was shot in the head by a lone gunman just outside his shop. Later that night, popular soca artist Marley Mervyn James, known by the stage name Monster, was shot multiple times in Moshi around 11 p.m. He remains hospitalized with his current condition unknown. Then on Monday, 22-year-old footballer Sherman Augustine of Agard was fatally stabbed in VG. He was rushed to hospital but succumbed to his injuries shortly after. Prime Minister Philip Pierre took to social media to condemn the violent attacks and reiterated his government's commitment to supporting the police in curbing the island's rising crime rate.
We call on all St. Lucians to join together. We call on the police to use all what is necessary within the law to stop the scourge of crime. We call on the young men and other people to use the resources available, the resources given by the government, to improve the quality of life, to improve the quality of living.
Investigations into the incidents are ongoing as authorities work to piece together the circumstances behind the violence. A surge of overseas St. Lucian descendants are answering the call of heritage, but red tape threatens to stall their journey. Since St. Lucia expanded its Citizenship Act in July 2024 to include second and third generation applicants, interest has skyrocketed, yet many hopefuls are hitting a bureaucratic wall, proving their ancestral roots through the island civil status registry. That is proving harder than expected.
There is a serious interest in it, and the challenge we have right now is from the civil status side. Individuals being able to, because you have to have proof of your grandparents, and in some cases, retrieving the birth certificates and other civil status documents is proving to be a little challenge now. But we're working with the civil status department to try and get some of this rectified or find ways of circumventing, these challenges.
This expanded eligibility allows a broader range of St. Lucian diaspora to connect with their heritage and contribute to the nation's development. And those were the headlines at the news desk. I'm Lisa Joseph. Have yourselves a great day.
Right, news department, all you're on, boy. All you're on. All you're holding up the wheel this morning. I like that. Anyways, we need to take a break. We're coming right back. This is Pearlina, an educator for the most. She's been aligned with the Impellet Primary School for a number of years. Now in the private section, still doing some of that teaching as well. But also a cultural activist, a cultural lover. She is just a lover of the arts, and she has been putting a lot of work and effort into realizing, championing some art causes as well. And she's got another amazing thing that she's also an author. Listen, she's got a lot under the belt there. So we try to grasp it, but we're here to talk to her about a conference she has coming up. But obviously she's here. We also want to find out a little bit more grounded about her as well in terms of you're also an author. You've written before?
Yes, I'm an award-winning author. My first book was entitled Stellars Back in Town. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble. I'm also part of the book entitled St. Lucia Writers and Writings, with John Roberts Lee. Wow. I won the 2017 Most Outstanding Youth in Literary Arts, Poetry and Writing.
Come on, girl.
At National Youth Awards in St. Lucia. Internationally, I won the World Poetry Movement Best Poet of the Year 2012. I was featured on Choice TV. I'm the co-founder actually of Song Tree with Arts and Culture, empowering youth, champion youth in the arts and culture, helping them find national and international opportunities so they could spread their wings and have a voice in the arts and culture.
Come on now, girl. Now listen, this is a lot. She said down there so quietly, and I'm thinking all of this is happening. Where you going from my camera? All of this is happening right here under this noble-looking woman. Wow.
Yes, actually I played Nurse Joseph in the play with Drama Khan. I was Nurse Joseph Gopwell. I also played with Finding Love in St. Lucia, the St. Lucian movie.
Wow.
Well,
that's a lot going on there. We got to do a whole movie on her now. But we're getting set for a seminar. You're spreading your wings in yet. I think that's the second time that you're doing it, but the first time that you're doing it in person.
Yes,
I think
online.
you've conducted online before.
Yes.
So you've decided to take it home now, in a big way. And that is coming up sometime in September, which is not too long from now. But, tell me what prompted it. What is it you're trying to achieve, through the seminar? Is it targeted as women?
Yes, because I want the women to realize that they have the power to become who they want to change the world. They're not just a statistic. They're there because they were created for a purpose. They are agents of change. And some women do not know how to tap into that power source and how to elevate themselves. Because if they do not elevate themselves, how will the future generation be able to be elevated and inspired? Right. So they are the ones who are going to be the advocates of change, helping other women. And we have ways and means. We have a secret ingredient that will help women tap into that power to be you are the legacy and build on that legacy. They are agents of change, and we want them to be able to grasp what it takes to rise. They were made to rise, not to just be there and think that, I came from a background where nothing was happening. So who am I to believe that I can be different and that I can make a change? If you want to go someplace, if you want to be somebody, you can be black, you can be yellow with red polka dots. As long as you have information that other people can use, they will beat a path through your door. You don't have to start rich. You can start like a vagrant in the street and decide that you as a woman want something, you go for it. For example, when I was doing my first book, back in, everybody said, like, you poor, you're not going to get a publisher. I got so many publishers that I had to reject. And I'm on my third book now. And I've won many awards for that. So woman, you are the legacy.
Right.
Rise.
Let's talk about the conference now. It's going to be where do you plan to host?
It's going to be at the Bougainvillea Conference Room. That is Bay Gardens Hotel in Grove City.
And you're targeting, you have a target cutoff. What do you want? Where can we go if we would like to find out what's going on? Like when is it going to be open registration? And because you're looking to register, is it?
Yes. So for now, because of all what's going on, we're just going to have you call in at 7290550 so you could have the details for payment. So you could come to the conference. Lunch is provided as well as light snacks. And as women, we want to hear your stories, because we want you to share your stories, share your lifestyle with others so they can be influenced as well. The impact can be shared. You know, you
Just like the safe space for sharing.
For sharing, and also giving you knowledge, giving you feedback, letting you know how you can tap into that power source that you have been gifted into.
Wonderful.
You know?
And that number again, throw it out.
7290550.
Right. And the conference name is?
Women, Wealth and Wisdom, Unapologetically Feminine. Unapologetically Feminine actually is under my brand of perfume, which I'm launching very soon. And
again. Oh my God.
And Unapologetically Feminine, the reason why I say unapologetic, because step into your power without apology.
Yes.
Step into being who you are without, own it. Live up to it. You more than your heels. You more than your thighs. You more than your breasts.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Pearlina, it look like you have a lot of the stiff lips, and we gotta follow you around with a microphone and a camera, it look like. But certainly, we want to say kudos on your first major event in that regard. But all of your other achievements and contribution to date, we'd like to say thank you.
Thank you.
It's back to reality right now. The carnival is done. The bacchanal is over. It's time to get back on the track. And I really do mean on the track. Maybe the cricket field, the track, the field. No, the track is the field. It's time to get back to the field. All right. We had to talk HPC. That is something, it's in its third year. And since its inception, we all commended it. Well, I know I did. And most of the persons who are very well passionate about the game of cricket understand how important formulating this entity is for the growth and the sustainability of the cricket game. So we had to find out from Dwayne how we faring over there. And he was good enough to sit down with us and explain. We can't talk cricket. Well, we could talk cricket, but if we're talking cricket, we definitely have to include the HPC. And of course, it's going on to its third year, Wayne. And I remember last year we were here having a similar conversation. But 1 year has subsided as well. And we definitely we did promise we're going to keep on the ball with this and continue to follow the progress of what's happening in HPC. So, I'm just opening up the floor for you so you can tell us everything HPC right now, because, you mentioned it in many of our interviews. And clearly it is the breeding ground for where a lot of great things are supposed to be happening. So where are we at with HPC? What's happening? The center is operational now. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, yes. First and foremost, let me just thank our Minister of Youth and Sports and our PM for having the vision to invest in the High Performance Center. It is the only academy funded throughout the West Indies. Apart from West Indies Create Academies program, St. Lucia is the only country with a full-fledged academy program, right? And it is really a strong signal by our government in terms of the investment in young people and the belief that we can help our young people progress through sports. Having said this, we've seen tremendous progress and success. First, if you look at what has happened with our coaches, for example, Coach Eugene last year went across to the IPL. He spent an entire IPL with the Punjab Kings. I mean, that is an invaluable experience. If you want to talk about high performance, intensity, high grade sports, that is the IPL. That experience, and we're thankful to St. Lucia Kings for their continued collaboration with us. We've gotten equipment from them, and we've also benefited from them
sharing their coach with us. They sent across last year, if you recall. Yes, Sunil Joshi was part of the environment to help our boys, better improve their skills, playing spin and so on, and batting. When you look at what has happened in the last 2 years, so to speak, we've had a number of our players who have gone on to first class. Jonelle has gone on, Jonelle Eugene. We had Noel Leo. We've had Keon Gastor. It has provided a support environment for Kimani, right? We had Shadrach, who when he's here, he comes down to train with us. And of course, we had Hakim Ogist and McKenny Clark, who are with the Tennis Academy. They're all products of our high performance cricket academy here. We're looking to, as we said earlier, even strengthen the program. And we're looking for performances from them. Because at the end of the day, Keon, for example, when he played in his first game for the Windward Islands, his first match, he had a 6-wicket haul. That's equivalent to scoring a century on debut as a batsman. So that for us, we were not surprised because we know how hard he works, right? We had, Noel Leo made his debut. And whilst he didn't get any major scores, but we saw evidence of talent. We saw evidence of a youngster who we know within the year, 2 years, will be a staple in the Windward's team and possibly make, put a case for himself to go on even further. Keon likewise. We've had Akim in the West Indies Academy. They continue to do well. I think the last tournament they had, he scored the most runs for the academy. We've had McKenny, who did bowl really well. His pace is up, both with good pace. Even yesterday at the trial match, we saw them, Keon in action and McKenny. And we have a number of other youngsters who we're looking at closely. And we have Tariq, who played for the West Indies under 19. He missed out last year due to injury. We expect that he will make a strong claim to be part of the Windward setup on St. Lucia. We have young Lee John, who continues to perform. Kimani, who's, in my view, probably the best captain in the Windward Islands. We expect that he will raise his game in this upcoming tournament and hopefully make a strong claim for him to be on the Windwards and occupy a leadership position, because he certainly has the cricket acumen to do so. We have a number of youngsters. We have good leg spinners. We have 2 leg spinners who are currently out with the Windward squad right now. We also have young Theo, who is opening the batting. He's not had the best tournament, but he has the talent, so we will be patient with him. Yeah, he's very talented. But when you look at the program, there's need for improvement. There's need for stronger alignment to HP, to an HP environment. So there are things I know the new chairman is looking at, and that we'll be discussing as a board of directors for the HP Academy. And we're looking forward to the new intake. Yeah.
And when would that be? When is the new intake?
The new intake is in October, and we're very excited about what we're seeing, the possibilities. I will not call out the names that the persons we have eyes on, but we are certainly watching very closely. Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to what's to come. Wayne, again, good job, you and your team, and congratulations to Craig. I believe he's the new coach for the HPC.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
Yes,
Where
it
can we
is.
follow everything HPC? We always get.
Oh, yeah. HPC is on, we have a website, St. Lucia Cricket High Performance Center. We also have an Instagram page and a Facebook page. If I may just add quickly, just before we close, our ladies have been doing a fantastic job too. We had Zeta James, who's done really well for West Indies, Kiana, right? We had Miss Crafton, and we're hoping to have a wider intake this year of more ladies into the High Performance Center. Yes.
But that does it for me now, isn't it? That's good news for me now. I met Jada, and she's quite a wonderful young lady. So I'm glad that, the ladies are stepping up into their space as well. Wayne, all the best. You and your team. Wonderful.
your holistic path to wellness with Dr. Tanya Bobran.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tanya Bobran, and today we're going to talk about the power of sleep, your nightly prescription for deep and lasting healing. Sleep is often something we take for granted until it's gone. And we're not talking about just any sleep. We're talking about deep restorative sleep, the kind that heals the body, balances our hormones, and restores our joy. Sleep is our body's reset button. During deep sleep, our brain detoxifies, our gut heals, our blood sugar stabilizes, our immune system gets stronger, and our nervous systems calm down. If you're constantly tired and wired or moody or even gaining weight or feeling foggy, sleep may be the missing piece in the puzzle. But here's the good news. Sleep can be trained. Just like we train for fitness, we can train for deep restorative nightly sleep. Let me walk you through 3 key pillars of my More Joy method as they relate to sleep. For body joy, how can we prepare our body for sleep? Let's start by supporting our sleep hormones, especially melatonin and cortisol. And we can do that by a few things. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Eat your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Limit screen time at least an hour before bed. The blue light from the screen blocks the secretion of melatonin. And dim the light so that our bodies know it's dark and it's time for sleep. And if you happen to wake up at around 2 or 3 a.m., that may well be due to a blood sugar crash or something else going on. Before you go to bed at night, you can try a small protein-rich snack like almond or peanut butter, some pumpkin seeds, or an apple with some nut butter. You know, we can't sleep if our minds are racing. And here's a bedtime routine that can help with this. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. This shifts our nervous system into feeling safe. You can always use a calming tea like chamomile, lemon balm, or passion flower. And we can use breath work, where you inhale for 4, hold that inhale for 4, and exhale for 6 or 8. And when you wake up in the morning, don't reach first for the phone. Instead, open your eyes slowly, take a deep breath, and say something like, I am safe. I am grateful for waking up. I am calm. I'm going to have a good day. Our bedrooms should feel like sanctuaries, not our second offices. And here's how you can turn your space into a soul-nurturing sleep haven. Make it cool, dark, and as quiet as possible. Remove as many devices from your room, or at least put them in airplane mode. Consider getting soft healing frequencies like white noise or even sound bath recordings that you can play to help you fall asleep. I often tell my patients sleep is not a luxury. It's a biological necessity and a spiritual invitation to reconnect with ourselves. So let's set consistent bedtimes and wake times, even on weekends. Your body loves rhythm. When you honor that rhythm, it honors you back with better energy, clearer focus, balanced hormones, and of course, more joy. Remember, sleep is medicine. Sleep is sacred. Sleep is your right. And with just these few small changes, you can reclaim your sleep night by night. Let's heal together, one restful night at a time.
All right. Well, guys, that's it. I made it. The eyes closing, maybe, but that ego stop things. You understand? We're definitely going to be back here again tomorrow. You best believe it for another TBS this morning. But that's our show for today. Enjoy the rest of your day.